You know I went to Hawaii, right? Do you know that?
Yeah. Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah. I saw you on a bike ride.
Yeah. Hawaii back ride.
At least you went somewhere. Where did you bike?
Pottstown College. They have
The trail.
a trail over there.
Yo, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I signed to ride. I lost a pound or two, but I want at least 5 more pounds, and I'll be good with it.
Alright. See, I always lose weight in the summer, and then I pack it on for my winter coat.
Yeah.
I lose and gain the same 5 pounds.
I almost choked.
No, it's true. It's true. I go through phases, man.
I almost choked. Winter coat. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Social Mugging. Look at this mug.
Yeah, I was trying to make sense of what that
a lot of
mug
people
was.
were. Yeah, this like a dinosaur.
Honestly, it looks like your one character. Inky? No. What the heck is her name? I colored her green and yellow.
Oh,
and she's
Marina?
like yeah.
This thing? Oh, Lord have mercy.
So, yeah. I mean, granted, minus the teeth.
Oh, no.
Like,
no.
same eyes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hey, guys, welcome to Social Mugging, and I'm with my
That
wonderful
is wild.
co-host, Lovely Laurie.
Hello.
We took a sabbatical for a little bit. I took a sabbatical a little bit because I wanted to work on my book, and which I'm done with all illustrations.
Woo!
So I'm working on the writing part, and Miss Lovely Laurie been busy herself.
Yes, I have.
And we're gonna talk about what she's doing. She looks fantastic, and she is glowing. And yes. And other than that, we doing all right. But other than that, I had to try to remember what to do, like setting things up, because I don't know what to do. It's been a while. So hey guys, if you just tuning in, welcome to the show. And she looks spontaneously beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm excited about what God's going to bless her, what she's going to be doing, her shows and all that kind of stuff like that. So what have you been up to?
Okay, so I went to Hawaii for some R&R with two really good friends.
You meet Mr. Coconut?
No. I'm so disappointed.
Hey Trinity, how are you? That's my granddaughter. Trinity, how are you? My son's daughter, but AKA friend's daughter. I don't want to get my age. Anyway, I started when I was like 15 years old. So anyway,
Man.
yeah, young man. But no. I'm sorry to interrupt. So you on vacation?
Yeah. So we went to Kona, and that for 5 days, and then we went to California for 4.
Oh.
So we kind of broke the trip up a little bit. We had a really good time. I was severely jet lagged when I got back.
Oh, okay.
I did have a tan.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I looked really good. And then like 2 weeks later, it's like you couldn't even tell that
Yes,
I went.
bird, friendly ghost. That's just messed up. I know we've been away for a little while, so guys, welcome to the show. We miss you too, sweetheart. Yeah, all is good, and yeah, I got some. Wait. First, you tell us what you've been up to. I'm sorry, just.
Okay, so I went to Hawaii. I went to California. I've been working my booty off because there is critical staffing amongst hospitals. So if you ever need to go to the hospital again, God forbid, but if you do, be extra nice to your nurses and hospital staff because we are feeling it. And when I mean like severely understaffed, meaning I worked multiple days that were 16-hour days. I worked at one site, drove to the next site, and worked the shift because there was no one to work it. People are quitting, and there is just not enough. So we hired 3 people, and they all failed either their drug test or their background.
Wow.
So it's been really hard to replenish. If anyone's a nurse that's listening out there, Potsdam Hospital specifically is doing like a sign-on bonus. It's like $1,000 just to work there. I don't know what that contract looks like.
What's the field? So it's nurses.
So nurses, registrars. I think the people who clean the hospital.
Oh, custodians and all that stuff too?
or environmental services.
Oh, you should hook me up.
They're critical. Seriously, apply.
Oh, really?
Like, just apply. Yeah.
What do you apply on? Online or?
Yeah, online. Yep. So I've been working my booty for that. My director of Atomic Zombies, if nobody knew or doesn't know, here's some inside information. About 2 years ago, I was in a movie. I was the star, and I'm a zombie. I am a
celebrity
zombie slayer. Yeah.
Oh.
And we stopped filming because of COVID. And then we did the very last scene this past October, so October 2020. We like snuck in there and got it finished. And then
how long did it take?
Like a year.
No. You say you did the shoot now?
Oh, the shoot?
Yeah, you did it now.
So I recently did a shoot on Monday. That was from 4:30 until 8 p.m.
Oh,
and it was just 4 pages, but there was some like, you gotta set the scene and.
Did you kill anybody?
I did not. I kicked somebody. I kicked a zombie, and then my counter, my like supporting actor, he took a machete and decapitated it.
Did you get
on
bitten?
Top of a Jeep. No. And so like the reason why he added in a scene was because he bought a Jeep on Facebook Marketplace. And there's like no doors, no roof.
Oh, you want to show it off?
Yeah, he wanted to show it off, exactly.
Yeah, so humble.
Yes, no, it was.
I can't blame him. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, like it belonged in the movie.
Right.
So it was very, very cool. I loved that. Pictures coming soon, behind the scenes.
Right.
So that was really good. I'm a part of an agency for my acting, and I kind of got my wrist slapped a little bit because I don't use social media. Don't know if you know that about me. I know you know that about me. I don't use social media very well because I don't usually like to toot my own horn.
Who smacked your wrist, your hand?
My agency.
Yeah, what did I tell you?
I know!
Oh, very googamunga. I tell her that.
So, if you go on my Instagram, I've been posting like once or twice a week.
Okay.
Because they told me to.
Yeah, alright, okay, so.
And I'm doing it. I posted because I am going to be involved in an international acting competition.
Yeah,
International acting competition. And this is going to be in Orlando. And it starts Sunday. So people, it's coming. I fly out Saturday, meaning like 2 days from now. I fly out Saturday night. Competition starts Sunday. Why Sunday? I have no idea. Kind of seems random, but a lot of actresses and actors have gotten their start from being in this competition. So I'm hopeful.
You could name me just two persons of stars that have been on there.
So, Justin Timberlake's wife, Amanda Beale.
Oh, okay.
She's been on it. Katie Holmes. And I don't know his last name. His first name is Aaron. And if anyone watched the Breaking Bad series, he was like the drug addict.
What's the movie called?
The movie?
Yeah, you say you did
Atomic Zombies 2.
Oh, okay.
Atomic Zombies 2. It is in post-production.
Oh, okay. That's behind the scenes. They cut up the film and put pieces together, sound effects and all that stuff like that. That's what post-production is.
So you know, like in my reel, my acting reel that you saw, a bunch of those clips are from Atomic Zombies 2.
Oh, all right.
Yep. So
somebody's
very
busy.
excited. Yes, very busy. What about you? You said you like finished the illustrations, but what does that mean? What's that look like?
So as you guys know, I've been posting on Facebook my illustrations, my artwork to the book I'm working on. It's Jackie Sailor and the Night of the Yule Cats. So it's like it's all done. All the illustrations. So I'm working closely with a wonderful editor, And so I just sent her like a couple of pages to the book to get things started, and I want you to see it. But yeah, that's what I'm working on, and also too, I'll give you guys. I just finished it's original art of one of the pages to the book, so it's fully illustrated.
Wow.
So just think of this. See this page? There's almost nearly 180 illustrations like that, and
There's
so
180. Like
100,
this?
yeah, 180 fully illustrated pictures of Jackie
Holy
Sailor and the
moly.
cast of characters.
So wait, is this just all for one book? Or
This will be one book. This is the book. This is kind of the book
Wow.
the cornerstone will launch out if I want to do like a 30-page book, and I'll start the later pages, lesser pages or whatever. But I
Yeah,
really
man.
wanted to show off the characters and the talent, and think that the book is going to be about in the $40. It won't be like a $10 book. No, because it's fully illustrated. It's beautifully done.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But I don't
Yeah.
spend $40 on a pair of shoes.
You know what? All the books that I have is in the $40 range. Good quality, good books, and it's going to be very matted or gloss. Very decently a good book. It's going to be a really book that everybody wants to have. It could be a coffee table book or follow your fan or whatever, that kind of thing. But then eventually, there's a couple of publishers of mine when I talk to and see what they say, because the book will be like $30 or $40 because it's a good book. I mean, it's a fantastic book.
I cannot wait to read it.
So it's
Seriously, every time I see you post something to Facebook or Instagram, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is happening. This is not a
Yes.
drill.
hey Janae,
Hey, Janae.
Trinity. Yeah, you know, I people are a little bit like, they're probably not on because we have been off for a little while, so it's all right. They can just look at the
Yeah, they can
review
catch
or
up.
whatever. But the book, I don't know how many pages this book. Then so, are they numbered? Oh, why they didn't number this? But I was doing a
Is there a
count.
table of contents?
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's see. Be in the back. No, usually in the front, right? Let's see. Oh, I think they would. They should. But this book I suggest is called The Masters of American Comics. Fantastic book. And my book is going to be somewhat this thick.
Dang.
That's why I took this out, because this book is very adorable, strong book, and it won't be like you ain't gonna buy this book for no $10 or $20. First, I thought about $25 or $30, and let's just see how it is. But it's just fully well illustrated, and it's black and white. The cover will be in color, but I came across some opinions, and I mean a lot of people like the black and white stuff. But eventually, if it wants to be done in color, like a company wants to do it in color, then I'll give it over to the company. Let some company do it in color. But at this point right now, I don't see a table of content here. But it's enough that
That looks like it's at least 100, don't you think?
this is over 100 pages.
It's like 130 maybe.
Yeah, 130 or 40. But the book will be this thick. And see, this is the cover right here of the book. I'm not introducing it to everybody yet with the cover, because I might not end up changing it. But that's the cover to the book
Very
right
cool.
here. And but actually, there was another cover. It had the strip going this way on it. But yeah. But anyway, I've been busy illustrating. But thank you. You're amazing too. But yeah, it's just been a lot of fun. I didn't consider it as work. It was just fun, intriguing. And I woke up in the middle of the night, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Ideas will pop in my head. I start drawing out, sketching things out, and whatever. So I think that my near-death experience, something happened in me, because I became more.
You were reborn.
Yeah, my work is reborn. My illustrations changed. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? God bless you.
Hello.
I say hello to the girls. I talked to the girls today on the phone. Your girls are adorable. They're gonna be beautiful girls. They're beautiful little ladies. So Uncle Ron got a baseball bat. Gotta make sure, gotta protect them.
That's fair.
But anyway, but all is good. I'm Maritza. God bless you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Social Muggin and my lovely co-host, Lovely Laurie.
Hi.
And I'm Durrani. We've been out of the loop for a while. She's been doing her thing as an actress and an artist. I've been doing my thing as a cartoonist and an artist. So, you know, we're coming back, and we're still on the creative end of creating things. But
yeah,
I mean, I wish you all the best. Doesn't she look lovely? Look at her. A little closer. Let the people see you. She's shining. Look at that face. Hey, Ronnie, how are you? She looks great. I miss her.
It's
my
good to be
compadre.
back. It's good to be
Yeah,
back.
so it's she looks adorable. God bless her.
Thank you.
Yeah, so but it's good to see you, and she looks great. You guys don't see her because I don't know, you been working out or you just been eating right?
It's a little bit of both, honestly. So I've been working so much that it's been like go. And then I've had I get boxes of food delivered to my house.
Oh, how's that?
So I subscribe to I'm sure you've heard of like Blue Apron.
Yeah.
All these other ones. This one is called Every Plate. And I select which meals I want, and then I cook it.
Oh.
And then I tailor the recipe.
Okay. AKA rip off.
No. So there's some gravies that it says there'll be a vinaigrette in it, and then it'll say to add sugar. I just don't add any sugar, or I add less than it says to.
Yeah.
Or it says add pepper and salt. I'll just add pepper and keep the salt out. You know what I mean? So I tailor it.
Yeah.
To what I want and my needs.
Because what I'm doing and lasagna, no pasta stuff, no bread, no none of that stuff like that or whatever.
That's a commitment right there.
Yeah, it's just like, and because I was on steroids in the recovery of what I went through, and I definitely gained weight. The doctor said that was expected to. So once you stop taking the steroids, yeah, I lost a lot of it. I lost a lot of it's very frail. But no, I gained it. I gained it weight. I feel like I did, and because I used to have like a 2-pack, now down to 1-pack. You guys have a 6-pack.
What?
6-pack.
Twix?
No. No. Look at your gut. Like a 6-pack.
You had a 2-pack? You had a 2-pack?
2 Shakur I had. So
you
anyway.
had 2 packs of those. What are those dried out pig things? Those chicharrones. What are they called?
What pig things?
Pork rinds.
Pork rinds.
You had 2 packs of pork rinds.
Yes, I did, and I loved it.
I know you did.
Oh yeah.
I got you a pack for Christmas.
Oh, well, that's right. You're absolutely right. But I didn't gain weight, with that. I gained weight as soon as I took the steroids.
As soon as you took the Twix with the pork rinds.
Damn
I
straight.
got you.
It was good.
Because you got the sugar fat.
No. It was Janae's fault. Because that woman
believe
cooked
that.
so doggone good.
I had her cook.
I know, right? Yeah,
Shells?
That too. The shell with the ground beef or whatever in it. The pepper.
Yeah,
Yes, right.
pepper.
And she made some lasagna stuff and some curl thins with ground beef in it.
Curl thins.
Just a knife in it. It was delicious. I ate the whole thing. And I woke up. You know what's weird? Waking up 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Going to start nuking. Coming to bed, watching a movie.
Yo, that's when you know it's good. That's when you know it's good.
It was calling me, man. Not going to the door.
You were probably burping in your sleep.
No,
and
you know
probably
what?
burped up what the taste was. And
You know what? I drink a lot of milk. Usually when it comes to stuff like that, I drink milk with that or whatever, so I don't get heartburns and stuff like
I'm
that.
just talking about belching. You know how much I belch.
Yeah.
That ain't heartburn. That's just
this
chef.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah. Hey T, how are you, T? God bless you. Yeah, I love you too, darling. Yeah, she's trying to fat me up because she fat me up.
She's trying to slow you down.
I know, right? So I know all the females. See, females do that when you engage or you with your lover, loved one, or whatever. They say, I'm gonna keep somebody else from looking at my man, so I'm gonna fatten them up so you can be unattracted to that person. I know how you girls think. I know how you think.
I have never once thought that. I'm just saying, but I've never been in a relationship, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I mean,
I've yet to experience.
Yeah, but on a serious note, guys, I want you guys to keep my brother in prayer. Unfortunately, he well, what did she say? I'm cracking up over
here.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, that girl, this woman, sleep every time she's a great actually a cook. Every time I go in there, you want this? Oh, you want that? Oh, you want this? Want that?
Oh no, that's a good woman right there.
I mean, yeah, but you know what?
I would be like, there's some ramen in the cabinet. Help yourself.
That's why you're single. And ouch. I mean, that's what she just like
the truth hurts, man. The truth hurts.
I know, man. She feeds me all the time. You never go hungry with her.
I love that.
You never go hungry with her, whatever. Never. So it's like, you know what, honey? You want some of this? No, honey. I just want another time. So she will feed you till you're like hurting, and that's her gift. She's a good cook,
awesome,
hospitality.
Yeah.
So she's gifted, you know, in that area or whatever. So, and then it's like, you can't say no, because, he's not crying, he's the world. And honey, I'm like, okay, so I have to play it off sometime. What do you want? I'm not in the mood for it, deep down inside. We're like, no, I'm not in the mood. Okay, you have some ribs? Yeah, sure. She got a grill up there. Yeah. She's got a grill. Oh, man. You can put up behind a grill. You walk in there with weighing 120. You gonna walk out of there 190.
I ain't walking in there then.
She's good.
It's
good because when I first met her dog Jake, God bless his soul, he's with the Lord. Now Jake was.
I was not anticipating.
No, wait.
I thought you were gonna say when I first met you.
Oh no.
When I first met her dog.
Met her dog, right? Now Jake was all right. He was
husky.
Yeah, Jake was built like a dog, bulldog, like, you know. Jake was like built like bulldog. He had strut, his bones, muscles was flexing. He could make his chest wiggle. Wait, let me do that. Let me see.
Like Terry.
He can do that. Jake the dog can do that though. But I noticed that Jake was like putting on some pounds. I'm like, what's wrong with the dog? Because I know she was giving the dog scraps. She was feeding the dog her food, the same food I ate. Look at me. Look at that. So now I look like Jake.
That's actually her plan. She misses Jake so much.
She
wants
definitely
you to resemble him.
So it's like, yeah. So no, Jake is fantastic. I really miss him. That dog was a human. That dog was human. I give it to pets. Pets are beautiful, but I miss Jake. I can't talk about him too much because I start like welling out. But no. But anyway.
That reminds me.
What?
I mean, it has nothing to do with pets, but death. It was very difficult for people at Potsdam Hospital because someone who I think we would all consider a friend committed suicide. We found out Friday, and it was just perchance that we found out because he missed his shift. And it was so unlike him that one of my coworkers took it on behalf of herself. Like, everyone was calling him, and it was just going straight to voicemail. And so she went to the police and asked to do a wellness check.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened, but the police could not get up to the 3rd floor where he lived. They can only get to the 2nd.
Yeah.
And so the same coworker asked someone else if they would check in. And he looked through the window. He climbed up the fire escape, looked in the window, and saw it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, any reason why they took his life? You don't know.
So he was like one of the happiest people. He was always jokey, always laughy. But someone had said, and I don't know how they know, and I don't even know who it is, but someone said that he failed for the 2nd time. He failed his psych evaluation to get back on the police force.
Okay.
Because he was in the Army. He was actually in like a rifle division. I don't know what that is, but he was in the Army. He was on the police force, and then I don't know what happened. But
What's his name?
Mark.
Well, our condolences to Mark's family. Yeah. Oh, hey sis, Yvette, how are you?
And it rocked everybody.
Yeah.
I found out a day after it happened, and I was just like in shock because I've never known anyone to commit suicide. And then I just felt that guilt. I felt, because I was like, how did I not know?
Right.
That he was like right on the edge.
Yeah. That's a shocker.
Yeah, I really had to come to terms with that. So death is a weird thing. Like someone told me, and I like didn't know how to act. I was just listening. And I was like totally in shock. And then like 20 minutes later, when I really started thinking about it, I just started crying, like right there at work, like to myself. And then for the next couple of days, like I had a really hard time sleeping that night because I just kept on thinking of him, and I was like, what would that man had to have gone through in order to just take his own life?
Yeah.
And it was just so terrifying.
I just want to say, condolences to Mark's family. You know his last name?
It's Mick something.
Mick.
Everyone always pronounces it wrong.
Right.
And so did I. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to butcher it again. But the funeral's Monday, but I won't be able to make it because I'll be in Orlando in the competition.
Are you ready for that competition?
Yeah. I'm ready to, like, kick some butt. Like, I'm ready to shine. The one thing that I'm nervous about, though,
What's that?
is not messing up. The one thing I'm worried about is getting, like, hey, wait. It's getting, like, hey, awesome job, and then getting nothing from it. You know what I mean? Like, getting a lot of, like, really good feedback and then not getting jobs from it. That would be defeating.
You have to enter the 2-hour process, a couple-hour process, a whole day. You have to go in and perform for
So
different...
the competition is Sunday through Thursday. So it's a whole week competition.
Really? Are you ready? Girl, you better get some sleep.
I know.
Get a lot of rest.
Today I went out in bed until noon. I wasn't sleeping the whole time, but
Right.
because I haven't had a day off in like a week and a half.
Wow.
And I'm just like wasted tired. So yeah, man, it's now or never, no looking back. I'm like, it was expensive too to go.
Wow. So you all booked and ready to...
All booked and ready to go.
I wish you all the best. Are you gonna be like doing like little videos? No, you're gonna be too busy. Like taking videos of yourself and
Oh, I
stuff like
might.
that or whatever.
Yeah, because when I got my wrist slapped,
Yes.
I was told like, hey, when you go to IMTA, this is what it's called, International Talent Models and Acting. They said to like post stuff while you're there and tag a bunch of people at the location, so you don't have to say at the Hilton, but you can say like Orlando, Florida. You know what I mean? Like where you're at.
Do they represent like only actors and actresses and
Models?
cartoonists? What about an
See, I don't
artist?
think so. So if you were to go for like songwriting or singing or music, yeah, they do that as well.
Oh, okay.
But as far as the illustration stuff goes, no.
Yeah, looking for a good agency. I'm pretty much will find one because this is like a portfolio. Once the book's done or whatever. Because the scary part, the wonderful part about it is that like when I'm not gonna self-publish it, but I'm gonna work with somebody to publish it. Oh, I may, because it's gonna probably come out as a rewarding part for me. Actually, the book sells to 500,000 copies. Self-publishing, that means that pretty much 90% of that money is yours.
Woo.
So just imagine, and some artists do that, you know, and now a lot of the artists today are self-publishing their stuff, because if you do go to a publisher like an agency, they get a percent, of course. But you really want to be like you under the umbrella of an agency, whatever, because you don't want to keep doing all that legwork yourself. You don't want to do that yourself, trying to find this person and that person. You want the agency to do it.
Yeah.
And that's why, man, I want the agency to basically do that. But also on a serious note, guys, keep my brother AJ in your prayers and thoughts. Unfortunately, he had a heart attack. I think it was Friday or Saturday, and but he's recovering. Thank God, he's doing okay. And because of that, his heart is weak.
Right.
You know, so, but he's taking his medication and he's doing okay. You have my shirt. You have this T-shirt and the gray shirt. I mean, I love this shirt. And and it's funny because prior to the Tom and Jerry movie,
did you see that movie?
No.
The new one? Okay.
No, I'm gonna say I think it's on HBO. But
I remember you saying you didn't want to see it.
yeah, they did 2 animated. The people who done the new Looney Tunes, the animation of this Tom and Jerry is fantastic. And what they did was they went to the old classic 1940s Tom and Jerry and took the screams and the hollers and all that kind of stuff and put it in this Tom and Jerry. It's a cut.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's a new Tom and Jerry, what they did for the Looney Tunes. It's better animation. And a lot of stuff will be successful if they just stick to the tradition. And a lot of stuff flop. I don't understand why did they just stop being lazy. Did they take shortcuts and they save money? That's why we have these crappy cartoons and stuff like that today. It's just not worth it because it doesn't last.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that the writing is pretty lazy too.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like occasionally, like it's like this like maybe interesting concept, and then they try to build up on that, but it's like
you don't tamper with classic. You leave it alone and you just ride with it.
Yeah, like don't reinvent the wheel. Like the wheel works. It's a moneymaker. It's a cash cow. Like don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tom and Jerry. They trying to do Tom and Jerry in New York, a new cartoon. I saw it. It sucked. What are you doing? Leave Tom and Jerry alone. Keep them in a house setting. It was just horrible. It's like, oh, come on, man. I don't know. It was not the movie. They did an animation of like Tom and Jerry shorts. Tom and Jerry in New York. So, but anyway, I don't know how I digress off my brother, but keep him in your prayers and thoughts and stuff like that or whatever. I would tell you a little bit behind it, but I don't want to blow him up, embarrass him because he should have followed the doctor's instructions, knucklehead. No, listen, if the doctors tell you to take your medication, take your freaking medication. But anyway, he's probably gonna kill me. So anyway, he gotta die anyway. So, but I mean, not like this, but yeah, he was not taking his medication properly, and so possibly induce that, whatever. But they stuck the thing up his leg and checked out his heart. There was some blockage, and they cleared it out of the way. Thank God, no surgery, no stents, no open heart surgery.
That's amazing. Like that's very lucky.
Yes, very rare. God's looking over him.
Yeah.
So he's giving me another shot. But other than that, everything is. I'm just working on the book, and it's actually done. And I can't believe I was producing like 2 pages a day, but it added up. So equivalent up to almost 179, 8. It says 80 because I might end up throwing a couple of pictures on how it was done. Like you may see me drawing and things. It's like kind of a photo about what the artist is doing and stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna add that to the page. But hey, Lenny, Jim, if you guys just tuning in, this is Social Mugging, the show. Social Mugging Show Media. I'm your boy Girani with my lovely co-host, Lovely Laurie.
Lenny, to be fair, Lenny said bring back Pepe. Pepe freaked me out.
Really?
As a kid.
Pepe Le Pew the skunk.
Not because he was scary, but because he was so
aggressive,
unwanted. Yeah. I remember thinking like, why doesn't he just leave her alone? Not because I thought it was rapey or anything like that, but I remember as a kid, I was like, why doesn't he just like catch the hint? Like I felt so bad for that cat.
Yeah. You know they removed him.
It's for the best.
Yeah, you see,
I think it's for the best.
You don't remove classic. What they should have done was they should have stopped him doing that and basically do a show that he apologized to her and then set it up that put him in another predicament. Like an old lady would try to grab him and keep him as a cat.
Yeah, that it goes like...
Right.
Yeah,
let it like flip the flop that the old lady chases him because she wants a pet. She wants the cat.
She's like... She's got like cataracts or something.
Right. She can't even see.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Yeah. I just want to kiss him.
Right.
He wants to make
I had it. Oh, you're so stinky. I'm going to give you a bath. And she always wants to bathe him because he stinks.
That would be really great.
Yeah.
But
so you don't throw out the baby with the water.
I never liked that whole thing. Maybe because I felt bad for the cat. yes, there were some things that were like really funny.
What I loved about it was the turnaround that they made Pepe, whether the paint fell on him and they turned him blue, and the girl Cat, she's like attracted to him, so she chases him. But so maybe just that one, but it was like I agree, it was overly done. Like he was really wanting to rape her. That's what it looks like. I mean, when you see it, it's like the dude really forcing himself on the cat. So I can see why Warner Brothers stopped that. I mean, it's not a funny situation, but it's like sometimes we can go, I think, overboard.
I think there was a line, and I know it's just like it's a cartoon, but like keep it light and fun, you know. And I don't know.
This is something I won't say hypocritical, but just think about this, guys. Now, look at Popeye and Bluto. Bluto pretty much molests Olive Oil all the time, and of course Popeye comes to her defense. So if you really watch it, he grabs her, he kisses her, he's trying to force her, so she's screaming, "Popeye, help, Popeye!" You know, and then it's like, okay, that's crossing the line, don't you think? Yeah, that is way crossing the line. Yeah. So why Popeye and Bluto still? Hello? So, but I understand they're humans, but that will make it worse. So if you're gonna attack one cartoon, you might as well attack all of them.
And you see, I think that's why we walk a very fine line, because where is that line? Because if you have a problem with one cartoon, then you can nitpick at every cartoon.
Right. We really don't want to do that.
Wait. Do you remember? It's probably still a thing, but I remember it being a thing, like maybe 10 years ago, where they were like, cartoons are so violent. This is really like bad for my children or whatever. And I was like, what did you say? But there's probably a line with that too, because I remember as a kid, I was like, yo, if a rock fell on me, do I come back? Like as a kid, like in my kid brain, I never tried it, but there was a kid that wanted to go out in the ocean and find SpongeBob. Kid died. Drowned.
Oh, really?
Yep,
that has happened?
Gone. Yes.
Oh.
This is when SpongeBob first came out, like maybe like a year or two after that. I remember hearing about it. So it's like
I didn't hear that.
There is certainly a line of like social responsibility.
Well, it's
that
like
cartoonists have to have.
People, like producers or whatever. It's only a cartoon, so please don't do this, because now they took away the gun from Elmer Fudd for Bugs Bunny show.
They did?
Yeah, they took away his gun, but I saw one gun that they used, but the gun shot out, and the character's like the gun animated, an inanimate object, and then he stops in midair and says, "You know what? I quit. I'm not doing this anymore." And the guns shoot back the other way. But yeah, they took the gun away from Elmer Fudd, so they changed the whole dynamics of style and him.
If they were going to take away anybody's gun, it should have been Sammy Sam, because he was so reckless with his gun. He was
but it was so cool because it was always like almost in a western. Yeah, it was like in a western and the pirate mode of, I guess, the content of the show, and it worked. It really works for Yosemite Sam.
Elmer Fudd he's hunting.
Right, so he's got to have a gun.
So it makes sense that he has a gun.
Right.
Versus and granted, in the Wild Wild West, you have a gun too, but he was just so angry and sporadic that he would just like dance, dance, or whatever. So it's just like
bugs start dancing.
Right. So like if anyone should have had their gun taken away, it should have been him. Elmer Fudd, I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. He's got a new friend on Facebook. Okay, this is the Social Mugging Media Show, and I'm Gerani with my lovely co-host, Lovely Laurie.
Hello.
And so the show is, we talk about actors, actress, cartoons, cartoonists, what I do for a living, what she does for a living. And so we pretty much talk about the media of things. We talk about what's trending. We talk about. We don't like to talk about political stuff. That's a little. People start to fight and all that kind of stuff like that, whatever. You like Democrat, Republican.
Don't hate me for saying that about Pepe. Now, I just the voice, Blanc.
Mel Blanc.
Yeah, Blanc. Is it Blanc?
Yeah.
Blanc.
Yeah. They pronounce it. Yeah, he said it Mel Blanc, but
I didn't realize. My mom sent it to me. I didn't realize that he did Pepe, Yosemite Sam, Tasmanian Devil.
Mm-hmm.
Did he do Bugs?
Yeah, he is well known for Bugs, but I do Bugs, but you know I got fired for the job because I keep showing up late. Really?
He did, oh, he did Tweety Bird?
He did Tweety, he did Sylvester, he did the mice.
The
twin mice, little mice. Yeah, show boy. He did all that stuff like that.
What's his name? Speedy Gonzalez?
Speedy, he did, yeah. And you know what I don't understand? And Puerto Rico, and Puerto Ricans were a little upset because they actually removed Speedy Gonzalez too because they said that it was like demographic insensitive, right? And a lot of people were saying no, it's not. Actually, to me, as a kid, it introduced me. Right? It would represent like everybody loves Speedy Gonzalez. I don't know why they removed it. People getting a little bit overboard because, and I noticed that they're being sensitive too. Like back in the 30s and 40s, they were kind of being very insensitive while they used black people. Yeah. In the cartoon and things like that, and Indians, definitely, right?
Yeah,
Indians and Chinese, too, in their cartoons and stuff like that too. So it's like it's ways that it could be done. I don't think that you should remove the face of something that's iconic as such a cartoon. I don't know, you know, you guys like you guys can hate me or whatever, but I mean, I love the face on Aunt Your Mama, like the syrup. Yeah, the multi-billion-dollar empire.
She's the face of the syrup. When I was a kid,
right,
I was like Mrs. Butterworth and Aunt Jemima, like so, and that was a household item. So my mom would say, "We need syrup." I would run right up to it because I knew, and I thought it was good marketing. And I didn't think it was promoting.
You know what? I saw it, and I saw how it was just so. It could have been done better.
Sure.
But the way they have done it, it's historic. So I think they should have left it alone and just basically
do you think that speaks to her legacy?
Yeah, it does.
And like the history of it?
You're denying it. When you remove it, you're denying that it actually happened.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. And but it turned out to be it's like you apologize how it was done and whatever. I think it was restitution was given to her family, but that company engrossed billions of dollars because of that iconic face and such or whatever. But
I didn't know that. Jim had commented something about Mel Blanc.
Yeah, let's see. The doctors brought him back to her. Yeah. He was in a nasty car accident.
It's amazing.
And in a coma, and they couldn't, they check on him. Even his son was there because his son fell in to do some voices and stuff, but not like his dad. So the doctor, to get him out of the coma, the doctor said, "Hey, Bugs, how you doing today?" He said, "Man, what's up, Doc?" So he came out of the coma because of that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it worked out. Yeah.
So wait, was he still in a coma and they were asking him these questions and then he came to?
He came right to. Man, what's up, Doc? He just answered the doctor in that voice.
I'm going to try that out on you. I'm going to try that. Get in a coma.
I'm twitching. That's a different coma. Spanish too, yeah. Yeah, you know what I love about Speedy Gonzalez? Because he speaks Spanish too. That's what I learned about. So they should have just left it alone. And it's like, I love Speedy. You leave Speedy alone, and it's like, I'm not sure who making these ideas up or who taking them off, but they really should keep Pepe Le Pew, and they should really.
They just need to,
They just need to remodify
I take it back. You made excellent points, and I totally support you on that.
Just change the characters up.
Pepe in the original form, not awesome. But if you just switch up his character,
right?
To like maybe have this like come to God moment, like, you know what I mean, where he like realizes the error of his ways.
Oh, thank you.
That would be great.
Let me tell you, I can do it really good. Man, what's up, Doc? Hey, this is like Bugs. Like, hey, so what do you want to do, Daffy? He's a spinner, so I don't want to spin on him. Who's that? What? That rapper name of a mine? Fuckatash, you know. I told Putty Cat. So that's what I wanted to do growing up back in the days. And so
I taught Putty Cat.
Bring it down like a Michogi, man.
I told Putty Cat. I did, nasal for the
Yeah, you
cat.
got it good in your nose.
Yeah,
Like the
I don't
nasal.
feel it's all in my
the
throat.
nasal for
Yeah.
cat, for what's her face.
Ain't I a stinker?
Ah!
I just got to watching some Looney Tunes yesterday. You got to see the new stuff.
Yeah?
You got to come on. I just can't wait to come on DVD. It's got to be in the collection. Oh, yeah. And it's funny. It is funny.
Good.
So it's like they really brought back the tradition of the early, what do we say, Termite Terrence animation, Warner Brothers stuff back in the day, because they left it up to the cartoonists to be creative now.
Oh,
They stepped back. They said, "You guys go ahead and create it." That's how it should
That's
be
fantastic. That's how you do it.
done. Yeah,
Ain't nobody saying nothing in your ear. It's
leave
just
me alone
from
and let me
your mind to
create.
your head.
right. Just leave me alone and let me create. See, yeah. But you know, I think that's what it's. I just love being around creative people, and yeah, that makes you coloring. Because you know what? I forgot to mention. Laurie is also my colorist.
Yes.
And my assistant.
So if you ever want to put that in color, don't you dare outsource that.
It's gonna be
I
a
will
lot.
do
It's
it.
gonna be a lot of work. I want you to on the comic strips.
Okay.
Yeah, on the comic strips. Yeah,
Fair
because
enough.
I got to get back to doing the comic strips because there's about 2 months of. Oh no. That's 4 to 5 months of comic strips of Jackie Sailor that's already done. But what I did was that I integrated about a month of comic strips in the book. So the silent stuff, because
Yeah.
I was doing the dialogues. To me, I feel that the characters are funnier without dialogue. And so, but yeah, that's also going to be in the book because when they go in, I guess I could share this part when the characters somehow go into the other dimension of the comic strip and stuff like that. Jackie Sailor actually runs into one of his favorite comic strip characters. And so he was talking to them, and so you know how they have a flashback or whatever. So they were looking over their comic strip, and they said, "Oh, he takes him in," and they start talking about his comic strip, and then you get a month worth of comic strips, and then it goes right back into the story. So I said, you know what, that'll be unique because comic strips today is kind of, I don't want to say fading out because everything is on the internet now, but I wanted to integrate that in a book because I think the comic strips, like Winsor McCain. The early stuff, the early Popeye comic strips, Crazy Cat, the comic strips are nice and big, so you can actually see it. When you get a paper today, they're so tiny, and you have to take off my glasses. You got to try to read the dialogue, so they've gotten so small. But I think that they should have a newspaper company should have like an anniversary of like 100 years or 50 years of comic strips, and just do a special comic book. You have a nice spread of comics. You see how people are going to be flocking to buy the newspapers. So I mean, I would say don't go against. I would say go against the grain, and don't follow other newspapers. And I think that's because they were saying the papers are dying industry. It just is dying because of internet.
Yeah,
So-
I will say, whenever I'm working at the hospital on a Sunday morning,
Yeah.
I always get the newspaper because they're there for
Right.
the patients. I get
Mhm.
newspaper, I look at coupons, and I look at the comics. And that's it. I
Yeah.
don't look at anything else.
I look at the paper for the funnies.
Yep.
I don't care about the news,
Nope.
but
Because it's old news. Unless it's like local news that I wouldn't
Right.
have heard otherwise. Like Pottstown specific news. Then I'm like, oh, Pottstown School District did what? They voted for what?
yeah. Oh, hey Jim, if you're still on, this is what the book. When I was talking about pricing in the book, this is just one illustration because I want to show everybody to give it away. But this is what the illustration is going to look like in the book. I don't mean to cover up my co-host, but this is what the illustration look like. Hey, Lenny. So it's going to be like fully illustrated, and I'm just going crazy with the inking and having fun with it. And I did this one day before yesterday. Yeah, and but it's a comic. It's a book within a comic, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to give the trademark. The trademark out yet because that's my thing. And
Right.
I'm copywriting the stuff right now, so
Right.
I don't want to give it away. But the book is going to be like I was still looking at prices. I must have went on what is that, Amazon. I was checked out maybe 30 to 40 books and seeing how are they pricing. And 30 to 40 bucks. If I saw this book, I will buy it. And because
Hold on, let me
like
ask you
that.
something real quick. Just because I have a marketing major, like I have a marketing degree, purely for my thoughts.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Would you pay $40 for a book that you don't know anything about? Meaning.
Okay.
Meaning. You bought a Mickey book recently.
Right.
You know Mickey. You know. You literally know everything about it. So for you, that's an investment. It's for your collection.
Right.
That book that you just showed, with a bunch of different types of comics in it, I'm assuming was probably $40+. That Mickey book was probably $40+, right?
Yeah. Just go up.
So, again, my question to you: a book like that, where, because did Benjamin Bredman ever go out?
Yeah, it did, and
Okay.
that character is coming back. It's going to be also in the Jackie Sailor comics, so they're going to be actually.
Good.
Woo! Almost gave it away. Let's
Sorry.
just say no. You're good. But yeah, that character will never die. But yeah,
It better
but
not.
I think to answer your question is that I would, because there's books as an artist, and they have comic book stores all around the world. So you got fans that go in to see like, well, Wolverine or the Hulk and whatever. So they're always looking for new stuff. And if they saw the book today, like a cartoonist is a sucker for other artists because they're encouraging other artists.
Sure.
So me, if I was to go in and buy, I will buy it because I love the inking. I love the techniques and things like that. I will actually spend 30 to 40 or 50 bucks or 80 bucks or whatever the book is because it encouraged me.
Good.
And I would, even though.
Well, that answers my question.
Yeah,
I don't know.
a lot of non artists that like not famous, like Garfield or whatever. It's like I got more books. You know, I won't say more books on Garfield, but I've got books on other artists that who didn't explode out there. I just love their talents, and so because just imagine when Harry Potter came out, people didn't know who that was till it caught on like a wildfire.
Yeah, you're right.
So, you know, and people, and it's funny because Hollywood is looking for new stuff. I was talking with another writer.
Me.
He's a phenomenal writer. I met him at the comic store up in King of Prussia.
Yeah.
So, and he was just saying that, I mean, Walking Dead, comic, Watchmen, comic, there's all comic, of course, Marvel's comics, DC comics. Right. And so they've been looking for new cartoons and things like that too. So you try Italy, they are known for classic cartoons. Yeah, that's amazing you said that. Also in Germany as well, they're looking for new cartoons. They're always looking for, so in the books worldwide. So you got people that's actually, Amazon is national, worldwide. So you got people that's actually, you catch on like wildfire. People know that you follow, nearly 5,000 fans or whatever. People catch on. They catch on like wildfire.
Yeah.
May not happen overnight, but it's going to happen. And next thing you know, people's going to be begging you for your next book. And the next one, and the next one. But I said to myself, I want this book to be in everybody's household. So if I said $20 or $25, I don't think I'm gonna go any lower than $25 for the book.
No, and I wouldn't suggest that.
No, it's
because of if you were breaking that book up into like 3 stories, you know, where it's like to be continued, or you have to buy the first one to understand what's going on. Right.
It's funny you said that because I was going to do that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to really give the fans, like, who is Girani?
Right.
I wanted them to buy the book. Just buy the book, see what the characters all are.
Sure.
And then you say, okay, then I can cut it down to 30 pages a book.
Yeah.
Then I can say that book is like $15 or $20.
Sure.
But this is the monument of really getting the characters out there. And it's
$39.95.
It's funny because I was like praying. I'm like, God, I don't know what should I do. Should I put it in color, in black and white?
Yeah.
So we had an exterminator came into the apartment. He was doing his thing. They saw my drawing on the table. He was doing his detail. Oh my God! He said, "You did this?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I'm a sucker for black and whites. The black and whites are the best stuff." So that encouraged me. He said that, "Hey, I like the black and whites. It's just perfect." He said that will remind me. He says $39.95. That's a good price. But he was like,
Yo, get it on QVC. I will sell the crap out of that book.
"You never know.
I
You never
will.
know." Oh, I don't know if I told Janae this, but they wanted me to do a book signing at the King of Prussia.
Who's they?
It's
Who's
a
they?
big comic books.
Well, are you
He
doing
gave me
it?
his card.
What are you doing?
No. When
What's your client?
when the book is in my hand, when it's done and finished, then I'll start making
I'll be the
reservations.
first one in line.
Reservations for doing a book signing.
Well, maybe like right behind Janae.
Yeah, and that's another one too. Oh, that's right. You actually show up and do book signings and things like that, and that's big. You got a lot of artists and cartoonists that are actually making a living doing book signings. That's all they do.
That's fantastic.
So that's eventually I want to do. I want to be behind the scenes kind of guy or whatever. But I just want to make my cartoons and do what I want to do. And what I love about the cartoons too, it's not stiff. So what I mean is that the work is loose, it's stretchy, more animated kind of thing like that or whatever. And it's something unique. I won't tell anybody, but it's something unique with Jackie Sailor. It's not just going to be a boring cartoon. And I think that people catch on with it. They were like, I would like to make this a cartoon. Watch. But anyway, enough about moi. Yeah, but other than that, I'm very proud of the work. And like I said, I'll show you guys again. It's fully illustrated. You guys get one glimpse of a full scene. It looks just like this. And this is right now, this is where the cat, or this right here, he's at, what is that, Mount? This is like mountain, what is that, Mount Mule Cats. So this is where he's trying to get the family from there. So you got full illustrations of the characters stretching. It's kind of like a big layout of the storyboarding. This is like storyboarding out a letterbox this way or whatever. But yeah, I kept seeing this image in my head. He's looking over the mountain peak, and he's gonna go and find the characters and stuff like that. So the stories are outlandish because anything can happen to him in the story.
In a cartoon, yeah.
So,
awesome.
but yeah, like I said, I'm working closely with a wonderful editor, and she loves the story. She's doing all what she's doing, and I'm like, okay, when that's all done, then I get that stuff copyrighted. Then I start to prepare a little more behind the scenes because people love to rip off other people's ideas, and I've seen it done. You have a few books out there. Yeah, matter of fact, I have. If you go online, it's called Benjamin Breadman. So people actually, I don't know if I even stopped it, but it's called Benjamin Breadman, Rise of the Dough. So it's about a bread character. And let me get it because it's people might want to see it. You get introduced them.
No, that's one of my favorite ones that you have. Yeah, mainly because it's just loaves of bread finding themselves in predicament, or that's not even a word, in interesting situations. Like I never knew that a loaf of bread could like go ice skating.
Yeah, so it's,
or like go to space.
This is the first. Actually, it's another book. It's called Tropeo, but that's something more sci-fi. But this is what it is. It's illustrated. It's a clean illustrated. It's more or less a modern illustration, I would say. The Jackie Sailor is more traditional. So, but this character will be featured in the Jackie Sailor projects and things like that because actually he becomes part of the cast. So, other than that, you never bury characters and things like that, whatever. But yeah, guys, we won't keep you, but we thank you again for tuning into the show. You know, we've been off for a little while. Let's see, I like the bread, Frank. Oh yeah, that's my trademark. I trademarked the book. Yeah, you see it, and I actually produce. What's to say? You see this here? It's good enough that somebody from England trying to rip my story off and pitch it to Disney.
What?
Yeah, they tried to rip it off and pitch it to Disney, and my attorney got on them, and so Disney wrote a letter, and my attorney sent it to me. I think I still have everything. They said that we have the utmost respect, that we won't do anything such as like that. But Disney is known to rip off people from Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Now, Walt Disney said it started with a mouse. No, actually, it started with a cat. And I'm gonna correct Disney. Now, I did say it started with Oswald Rabbit. But it actually started before that. It was Alice, and the cat was called Julius the cat. So, but the Julius the cat is a ripoff from Fearless the cat. But let's go back from Crazy Cat. It was Crazy Cat done first as a comic strip. So then they created of course, Julius the cat, and then they said the Oswald the rabbit, and then the Mickey Mouse. So all that early look is a facial for Mark Harriman, Crazy Cat. So it pretty much started off with a cat. Now, what made Disney really get known out there was really started off with a rabbit. His name was Oswald the Rabbit. And Walter Mintz actually stole Oswald from Disney. So next thing you know, Disney went home depressed, and on the way home in the train, and then he came out, he got to do another character, and he came out with a mouse. And so Herb, what is the guy's name? Something. And I can't believe I just went blank. But anyway, he actually drew Mickey Mouse, and he did the animation. And now I'm kind of frustrated now. I got to get the facts straight. And was it iWorks? I think. Let's see. iWorks. Yeah, iWorks Up is the one that came up with Mickey Mouse. It's like kind of a Stan Lee kind of thing. He talked about it to the cartoonist. Thank you. iWorks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I beat you to it anyway. Yeah. So thank you. I was thinking about my tablet, but anyway, but he came up. He drew Mickey Mouse on it. Now Walt Disney could draw. But at the time, he didn't draw Mickey Mouse. He just talked about it and whatever. And they just took Oswald's ears and circle and a little change and whatever. So Mickey Mouse was more of an adorable hit. But I had to say, the reason why I got that, and I don't know, I had that book out there. You guys see it on my Facebook page. That thanks, Jim. I won that. So that book, and I recommend anybody who's in the art world and really want to know the history and the follow on Mickey Mouse. It's called The Ultimate Mickey Mouse, and that book covers from day one to now of everything that has to do with the illustration and the movies and the show with Mickey Mouse. And so it's like I love to see the progression and the evolution, if you will, of the development of Mickey Mouse. And so, but anyway, great ideas comes from the shoulders, and we rob. In other words, it's like robbing from other people. They say great ideas come from the shoulders of the greats. But no, you actually just stealing it and twisting this and twisting that and see if it'll work. But other than that, from let's do this demographically. Let's start it from the beginning, from Crazy Cat to Julius the cat, and then Felix the cat. Remember now, Felix the cat was there before Mickey Mouse. So if you notice how they look, almost look alike, but there's a little change between Felix the cat and also that. And so then next thing you know, it just went down in history. They all look alike till we have the Animaniacs. Oh, they also still have the look like early Mickey Mouse.
Are they cats?
No, they don't know what they're not going to give the.
So
they're not going to say if
like
it's
a
dogs
cat.
or cats.
Yeah.
You make your own. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Jim. You make it your own, and I guess that's what. See that with the eyes or whatever. I made it my own. You kind of have that 1930 look. What is it? There's the camera. You see that character there? So there it is. I made it my own. So it's all with the eyes and stuff, and it actually really started with Mark Harriman of Crazy Cat. So this pretty much went down in history to people actually like put their own twist to it or whatever. But I want the Jackie Sailor comic strip book to be like in the 1930s or 40s. I want that early look because that's the best stuff. That it never dies and it's still strong today. And Oswald was 80 years old before Disney actually got it back. So it's like, I mean, I'm happy for them and things like that, whatever, but it just broke. Disney really wanted to Oswald. It broke his heart. It had to. Because anybody take anything from you, it just breaks your heart.
Yeah.
And he went there to negotiate ultimates, and they said, no, he said, you know what, we give you getting a less percent now. He said, no, I quit. So they took it and they tried to give it to Walter Lynch, the creator of Woody Woodpecker. And so they destroyed it. They didn't know how to do with it. They actually called Disney and say, he had a good heart. He says, well, this is what I do, whatever. He was talking to Walter Lynch, so I was reading the bio about it and stuff like that. But it's like, they actually changed it and they destroyed it. That's why Oswald died in the hands of the creator of Woody Woodpecker, like Andy Panda, Woody Woodpecker, stuff like that, whatever. And I think the Woody Woodpecker movie could have been great if they just stuck with the freaking characters like they're supposed to. But they destroyed that Woody Woodpecker, and it could have been great. I don't know if you ever seen it. Oh my word. The animation was brilliant, the actors were brilliant, but the storyline sucked. So, anyway, it's like they could have done better. Let's see. Your work has unique. Thank you. Yeah, it's more or less. I'm trying not to. If you like, you go back and look at the comic strips on the Facebook, you actually see that traditional look, or whatever. But that's what I want. But there's a lot of illustrations, drop mouth illustrations that I don't want to reveal. And my assistant she's gonna see it, but she haven't seen the other stuff because I haven't seen it in a little while. So, but anyway, but God is good, and I'm just being creatively a cartoonist, and she's being a creative actress. When are you leaving? Saturday. Wow. So are you going by yourself, or you just really? Now, are you nervous? Now, if you guys just tuning in, actress, actor, she's doing her thing, and she's got a showcase that she's going to be doing. I guess reading dialogues and all that stuff, like acting.
So yeah, there's going to be a commercial that I do, monologue, a cold read, which is like the script is in front of you, and they want to see how you do it. Voiceover, and then there's a theatrical headshot and something else.
Now, are you a bit nervous at all about this, or are you just comfortable? You're comfortable.
I mean, I'm really excited. I just want to like get my face out there because things were slow prior to COVID, and then when COVID hit, nothing was happening, and I paid to be on Backstage, which is a casting site that they'll post anyone that's casting whatever, and then you can apply, you know, to be considered. But it's either like no pay, or it's like $50 for like 2 days of filming, and it's like, what? No.
Right.
So I need to like, if I really want to do this full time and just be a full time actor, I don't have to be a household name. You know what I mean? But if I want to be an actress that is full time,
what a face like her, she'll blow up. You just said you guys got it. Like, so come on, she'll blow up.
You know, I need people to open those doors for me, and that's what I'm really excited about. I'm hoping something just happens from this.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna be nervous, but it's gonna be like the butterfly in your stomach nervous.
Yeah, you know? I'm excited for her. I just smack her hand because, you know, this. You know what? You gotta put your stuff on Facebook too. You know. I don't know why you would. I saw that I went like, grr. You know what? But no, it's like, okay, I know you passion. I mean, Instagram works.
Yeah.
But also too, I don't understand why you stand away from Facebook.
So what I did was I just chose one over the other because when the agency literally has someone who only does social media stuff, and so she was coaching us, and she didn't say one word about Facebook. She said everything about Instagram, and I found that when I post the same post to Facebook and Instagram, if I see it on Facebook and I liked it, and then I
Right.
see it on Instagram, I don't like it, typically.
Right,
So
oh,
I'm
I
like,
see what you
well,
mean.
if
Yeah.
I just funnel all my stuff into one place, then
Yeah.
I'll get the max amount of
That's true.
views or whatever.
I was
So
wondering about that. Thank you.
That's why I did that.
Yeah, thank you.
I strategically did that.
Right. No, and it makes sense because I told you with the idea of Instagram. If you guys want to befriend me, I'm on Instagram too. Just check out Jackie Sattler. That's on there too. Because I was torn with the idea of Facebook versus Instagram. But what I decided to do, I haven't opened it up yet, but Jackie Sattler does have his own website.
Oh.
So I'm moving out. I'm eventually going to be moving out of one of them, and most likely probably will be Facebook. And Jackie Seller's going to have his own Facebook page and Instagram, and it's toilsome for me. It's get to the point now that I really don't want to be on Facebook. And the only time I'm on Facebook is when I look at my stuff and post it. I really don't like the scope, because I'm getting some strange. My lady doesn't like this, but I'm getting people trying to send me, I was going to say subliminal messages, scandalous photos and things like that, whatever. I don't answer them. I block it.
I don't know anyone who likes that.
Yeah, I don't know. Get the hell off my page, people. I hate that. Stay off my page. I really hate it.
Yeah.
You're perverts and you're trying to pervert me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Because what I decided to do was that I was actually going to post their pages on my page and show them. I put up 6 pieces or whatever and show them this is what I'm getting. And I like to know, Facebook, you people are freaking two-faced and hypocrites. I'm telling you right. You can be pissed off with me. You can block me. You can whatever you want to do with me, Facebook people. I'm going to tell you right now. Because I'm talking to a Facebook corporation. Isn't it funny how if you play somebody's music and you want to mute them right away, you want to block them, you want to mute them, you want to take it off. But then I've been sending you guys complaints, over 30 to 40 complaints of people sending me naughty.
You gotta play the game. You have to report it.
Just stop.
And you gotta block them.
That's what I'm doing it all the time. I'm doing it all the time, and it's like, well, wait a minute now. Why are you letting these people put their little perverts and stuff like that on your clean media? It's like what's going to let everybody see. That's why I'm really starting to get sick of Facebook.
Yeah, it's
because
a full-time job.
It's like, come on, people. Please, no disrespect, but I'm just saying that I don't want it on my page. I don't want people sending me anything like that or whatever. I'm a born-again Christian. I'm proud of God. I love God. This is what I'm all about. And trying to encourage other artists and cartoonists to do not give up. I like to talk about wholesome things and encourage things, and so does some Lovely Laurie. We talk about wholesome programming here to encourage and instill faith and encourage other people. Not just all of a sudden you want to feel perverted and send me some things like that. Cut the crap, all right? Just cut it off. I'm really getting freaking tired of it. And I don't want to have nothing to do with it. It's like people are starting to come in your home now and start to shoot some things for your kids. And I don't know. If you want to be freaky deaky, whatever you want to do, stay in your own world and stay out from my own world. You don't have to advertise it in my own world. And I really hate that. You watch a decent movie, then something weird comes on. And I was like, what the hell? What is this? So please, knock it off. Leave me alone. And I'm sure other people are probably getting the same thing. They notice for attention. And they're dying for attention, so they're trying to be perverted like this guy is going to be or whatever. Because I'm going to tell you something. Anybody that send me anything like that will be totally blocked. So that's it. So I don't care if you guys don't want to be my friend or whatever. I really don't give a squat. I don't even know you.
Yeah.
I have people say, they hit me up all the time sending me messages. Can you help me? Can you help me? Dude, I don't know you. So stop asking for help. At least introduce yourself. Take me out to dinner.
No.
Get to know me.
No.
No. Oh, not the perverts. I'm talking about people.
None of them.
None of them. Yeah, none of them. Yeah, none of them. But anyway.
If you want a job and you're asking to have an apprenticeship for like what you're doing, appropriate.
Right. If you want to publish
else,
something.
Don't ask this man for money. Don't ask this man to save a family heirloom for you.
Stop.
Do not ask this man for nothing.
Even for her too, nothing.
No one asked me for anything. They know better.
You know. she is so cute. But anyway, guys, we've been on long enough. Okay. But anyway, thank you, Jim, for tuning in.
Yes,
thank you, Janae. Thank you, Ronnie. I'm Ronnie. Just said, what is that? Let's see, Miss Julia, Lenny, Jim, Raul. What is that? Yvette. Okay, I said Yvette, my sister. Hey, Terrence. Yes. Hey, thank you all for tuning in tonight. But anyway, we just kind of scatterbrained right now. We're going over what we have been working on behind the doors. That's why we took off a little sabbatical, because we come on every week. But we want to. I want to see you, Ron. I want to do the show. Ron, I miss you. I want to do the show. That's her. I said, you know what? I'm just being creative. I'm just doing my thing, girl. Yeah. But anyway, we're just like Batman and Batgirl. We're like a team, you know. So,
yeah, I like that.
But all is good, guys. And like I said, please keep my brother AJ in your thoughts and prayers. You know, and it's
me and your
yeah.
prayers.
Oh yeah, yes. Lovely Laurie going down doing her showcase. So definitely keep her in your thoughts and prayers, wishing her the best and stuff like that. I just pray that she just get picked up and do her thing and whatever. And I said, oh yeah, I know her. Yep, I know her. Hey, can I borrow $2 million? Yeah. She'd be like, hey, some in your eye?
No.
She'd be like, but $2 million, that's nothing. She got like $200 million.
Here's the deal. My heart like melted when you said, because I'm just like, one of these days.
Yeah, but
one of these days. I'm believing for
you know, you got production people probably watching. You got directors are watching. And it's like, you guys got to grab talent when people, there's always the quiet voices you pick up. Like, I remember Justin Bieber before he got hit, he was just playing his guitar. That was when we still had that, what was the name of that other website?
MySpace?
MySpace, yes. He got discovered. People get discovered and things like that. But
that's the thing that with Shawn Mendes. He was an adolescent playing guitar, and it was YouTube though, and he posted to YouTube, and he that's how he started.
Blew up, right? And that's just how it's like. She's got so much talent, guys. You guys got to give her.
Yeah, give me a shot.
That's
really what I'm asking for.
You know, and give me a shot too. You know, we're hungry.
Absolutely.
We want to eat. We want to work.
Yeah, and
but
you know
anyway,
what? I want to learn too. Like, if there's something that I can learn that makes sense for what I'm doing,
right,
and that can only cause me to grow, I'm here for it. I'm not too big for that, or like whatever you want to say. And I'm sure for you as well.
Oh, yeah.
If someone you said, "Hey, Ron, ever consider X, Y, and Z?" And if that's going to change the whole outlook of your book or whatever,
why not?
Why not?
Give it a
go.
shot.
We're not above anything here.
Yeah, I'm above whatever, man. Yeah, you're not gonna stifle me, people.
Yeah, no, but like never too
proud,
learn.
right?
Yeah,
never too proud, never too proud
That's
to
what
learn.
I'm looking for. Like,
You
I
know.
don't have any pride with that. It's like, okay, you know best, right? You've been in the industry for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Okay, I'm here to listen and take notes.
Right. Same here. I mean, I have no pride in. There's a lot of publications and out there and things like that. I've seen some things. I'm not putting anybody down. I don't even know how the heck they're on the shelves. I don't know how, but they're on the shelves. I'm like, I would not buy. What is this? And they said, but they're on the shelves. So it's like, give a brother a break.
Yeah,
It's got to be somebody. It's got to be somebody's nephew or niece.
No, it's true. It's the people that can open doors for you. It's who knows who. You know.
That's
who?
right.
Oh,
That's
they
right.
can vouch for you. Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's what
yeah.
we don't necessarily have. I mean,
Right.
you do. You've worked with some A-list people.
Yeah, I have.
And if you knocked on their door and asked, they would probably open it and
I
figure
have.
some stuff out for you.
Yeah, because it's like, and I think that, when you're behind the scenes, you pretty much build up and your portfolio in a sense. You're a walking portfolio. And I myself, but have illustrations and things like that too. So, but you're right. We're humbly available. So I'm glad you got smacked on the wrist, because I've been telling this woman to get her stuff and Facebook it and Instagram and stuff like that. She has so much portfolio stuff that should be on there.
Yeah, so I think my thing is I really like what I do, and I don't ever want anyone to come against it and be like, this is trash.
But you're
this
going to get it. Yeah.
I know.
Unfortunately.
I know. But it's like, I don't know. I just want it for me, and so I just keep it for me.
Right.
And then when everything's actually produced or whatever, then it's like that's more on like the director.
I mean, I can't be a hypocrite about it because I used to be the same thing, and two, I was so phobia minded that it's like I don't want anybody to have my stuff or even look at it or whatever because people are thieves.
Yeah.
You know, people steal anything, whatever. But
I just didn't want my joy to be stolen.
Yeah.
There's only so much joy in the world that I get. Like food is one of them, friends, and like my acting. Like all those things kind of fill my cup. And I don't want anything to like deter me from what I'm doing.
You know, but you being honest, and the thing about it too, I had to accept the fact that you have dirtbags out there. I'm sorry to say, you have thieves out there, you have knuckleheads out there, and and I'm just gonna say, in the reality of things, that we're gonna come against negative people, even though you have the greatest thing out there in the world or whatever. And then you have supporting fans, but you know what I realized? You can't live towards people. You gotta live for yourself, regardless of good or bad what they say.
I
whatever.
know, and you know what? That's really hard to do because when you are dependent on people to support what you do, and like me, like I have to get people to like me in order to give me a chance. You know what I mean? Like they have to buy into me and working with me. Same thing with you. Like if you're like hard-headed and you want to just do things your way, like no one's gonna want to work with you. And then if your stuff doesn't sell, or if my stuff doesn't sell, it's like, again, like no one's gonna want to give you that opportunity anymore. So you really kind of do have to play toward what people want. What are people gonna buy this book at? Even though I value it at 40, is that really attainable? You know what I mean?
Right,
because
I sure do.
People suck.
Right.
And like some people, again, like you are playing toward the people, and so I fully know that, you fully know that, and it's like that's why if anything negative comes my way, or if it's more negative than positive, it's like, oh my gosh, maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, and I just don't ever want to feel that way because I feel like my calling is doing this.
I think there's so many publications out there that there it is. There's Dark Horse Publications, who are a submission company. They are really respectfully.
Did you submit to them?
Not yet, but I'm going to.
I don't recognize that one.
Yeah, and their submission guidelines. They do like new stuff, artist stuff, and you showcase your stuff just like what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so, like once the book is finished, the book is done or whatever, I definitely will pitch it to them and send it to them.
And this is for books or comics?
For books or comics.
Oh, both.
Yeah, both.
All right,
both.
cool.
And so this the company that's been on my heart. So I'll be submitting to Dark Horse Comic. But another thing, what I thought was good too, that I learned, if you guys are showcasing your work, try to do it really uniquely. I was told that when you have your own like Facebook page or whatever, try to minimize of not using. Push your family out. Don't do too much stuff of you. Represent your work. Do your work so when they try to look at your work is actually a portfolio. They don't want to see you eating cake, you know, or doing cartwheels or swimming in the pool and she looking flexing and all that stuff like that, whatever. They want to know your work. So that's why my Facebook page pretty much and Instagram page is basically my portfolio. That's all what that is, whatever. So that's what I really pull me out and do that. But this time, I'm like, I still mention I'm going bike riding, but AKA get away from the drawing board, you know, so people can say this is a human behind it, whatever. But anyway, and I encourage you guys that if you guys are starting out, try to represent and show more of your work and yourself. And I eventually would like to do a how-to book when this book is out. But I'm just going to do a couple of spreads of me drawing behind the scenes on how that actually was created and things like that. So that's going to be a couple more pages in the book as well. But I want to thank my supporting family and friends who was behind me, and Janae. Woo woo! Thank you for, she's been really supporting me.
I believe it.
You know, so thank you, Janae, for your super support. And of course, my church friends, and of course, you definitely.
Obviously.
You know, he's so humble. But anyway, I wish the best for Lovely Laurie. She's be heading out. We'll be back next week, and so we're gonna have a little more lineup. I have a lot more books, a lot of stuff to talk about. I want to talk about her. I want her to start talking about her acting, doing acting stuff.
Yeah, so I will still be in Florida next Thursday.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's the last day of the competition.
Oh, that's fine and stuff like that. Because by the time you're doing that, hopefully I'll be halfway through writing my book. And so
Awesome.
I took a day or two off. Sometimes it's good that when you're working, you take a day off or two, then come back to it. You see it in a different light or whatever. But I'm excited what God is doing in our lives. And we thank you guys for tuning into Social Muggin Media Show. And God bless you guys for the support and love. And we're here basically to entertain you and share our gifts and our talents with you folks, and talk about just life in general. So, but anyway, God bless you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in this evening. And any closing thoughts?
No, that's it.
Sheila's great. Isn't she glowing? Look at this. She's so humble. Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while, so it's just like, Sheila's fantastic. God bless you. And yeah, she you guys have no idea. See, when I first did the show, I mean, it was like, oh, wow.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I know, right? I always mess with her, and I always pick on her. But God bless her. You got to pick on my little sister. Come on now. But now, see, you guys don't know. She picks on me all the time. All the time, too.
I have to.
She keeps me alive, what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I wanted to say I thank God and I appreciate you too for just being there. And too, remember now, because we put some stuff in color, so a lot of that Jackie Seller stuff is not even finished up yet.
Yeah.
But I want to do some new stuff. But I'm thinking, what I'm doing is I'm testing the waters in the market with myself, because I think that unique thing is that since comic strips are closing out and dying, just imagine still getting picked up, but syndications are becoming publications now too.
Right.
So I want their representation to be syndicated as books, and then what I can actually do, still do my comic strips, but it just, what's the word, integraph into the book, and still do crazy whacked out stories and things like that. I want to do something a lot different than what's out there. And I'm kind of scared, because I challenge all you cartoonists that are syndicated. You guys have to agree with me. Now when I go to the bookstores, there's less books on the shelves with your great talents and syndicated stuff. I don't know what's happening. Because you go to the manga stuff, there's wall to wall of books on manga materials, but the cartoonist comic strips, like let's take Garfield is still strong, Calvin and Hobbes is still strong, Bill Bailey seems to be disappearing. Other comic strips is like disappearing. Zitz is still strong. Baby Blues is still strong, but Much is still strong. So these comic strips seem to be shrinking now, and there used to be a wall to wall of comic strips. And then it's all dying, and manga's like taking over. And also too, I noticed that like from DC Comics to Marvel Comics are shrinking as well. Manga is taking over. So I don't know what's happening in the industry. So I pray to God that we still have bookstores 10 years from now, whatever. There's nothing like no greater feelings of walk into a bookstore and smell the aroma of books. I love it. Now you just go on your computer, everything's right there, like, dang, it's no fun. But anyway, guys, I'm just blabbing away. You guys take care. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in to Social Muggin Media Show. And I'm your boy Girardi and Lovely Laurie. God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves and blah, 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 blah. Nighty night.